My name is Mary Elizabeth Oswald, maiden name Mitchell. I've enjoyed living in my home rather than having to go into assisted living. At this point, I am able to do so with the help of the boys.
About a year ago, I realized that my mom was having a harder time getting around. She had her other medical issues, but this was something that was going to prevent her from being independent and staying in the house.
She had a friend who would spend an awful lot of time with her.
He was with her constantly. It was just totally taking over his life.
It got to the point where he was not able to always deal with some of the issues that were coming up.
We decided we'd try to be there more on a daily basis.
Our roles have kind of evolved over the last year.
Eventually, we found our own little areas that we were going to work in.
I'm usually the one that gets involved with some of the medical issues and scheduling all the appointments with the doctors. My role has also been to be her patient advocate.
I figured maybe I could take on the job of going over to my mom's house at night and making her dinner. We really would prefer that she didn't take her hands off the walker.
I'm over here just about every day, right around noon or so. We'll sit down, have lunch, maybe watch a little TV.
She's discovered cable television. Now she realizes there's channels above Channel 7.
It was about 5 years ago when I fell and fractured my hip.
It was right after she broke her hip and she came back. I signed up for the Lifeline service, which is a little box that you hook up to your telephone and they give you the little necklace to put around your neck.
I think Ken recognized that there were medical devices and other equipment available that could make things easier for Mom, so he was the one that went out and made purchases of handrails that you can actually secure to countertops with pressurized suction cups.
And I check on those about every day when I come over because sometimes it will loosen up.
I had found one of those devices that you can screw into a light bulb socket. Actually, the remote control will turn on and off the light. That's what she uses every night going to bed. It's a lot better than the clapper.
We went over to one of the local lumber yards and looked around to see what was available, and we picked up some hand railing and some brackets.
I had been thinking about getting her a chair because she was having a hard time going up and down the stairs. Well, it turned out that she found someone that gave her a much better deal and a much better chair that I was looking at. So I felt kind of stupid right there.
No, they all feel their responsibility. The boys do.
I think we've kind of fallen into a pattern at the present time that seems to work.
Everything luckily fell into place with a minimal amount of arguing.
Never got along that way all the time when we were younger, but when we get older, I think, we look at things a little different.